It was a night like any other. Sarah sat comfortably in her living room, nestled in her favorite chair. The rain had started to fall gently outside, the soft tapping of raindrops on the window blending with the faint sound of the wind. It was peaceful, serene, and Sarah loved the solitude of her home, especially at night. The clock ticked away in the background, each passing second marking the slow rhythm of the world outside. The only light in the room came from a single lamp beside her, casting long shadows along the walls. Sarah had recently moved into this old house, located at the far edge of a quiet neighborhood. It was a place far removed from the hustle and bustle of the city, offering the peace she had long desired. But even as she reveled in the tranquility, there was always something a little off about the house. It was an old, creaky building with history etched into its very bones. The floorboards groaned under the slightest movement, and the walls seemed to whisper when the wind blew just right. As she sat there reading her book, she couldn't help but feel the pull of the night. She had always been a fan of horror novels and ghost stories, but tonight, as the wind howled outside, her imagination was beginning to run wild. She pushed the thought away, focusing back on her book. It was just her mind playing tricks on her, she thought, or so she hoped. Then, the clock struck midnight. The chime echoed through the quiet house, causing Sarah to glance up. She turned her gaze toward the window, watching as the rain continued to fall in a steady rhythm. That was when she heard it. A soft, almost imperceptible knock on the door. She froze. It wasn't the wind. It was a definite knock. Who could be at her door at this hour? There was no way she was expecting anyone. Her heart began to race, her pulse quickening with each passing second. The knock came again, this time louder,